Well, hey, friends at Mountain View, welcome. I just wanted to spend some time just to talk with you and share with you because, we have this great opportunity with this wrapping up our stewardship campaign and crossing the finish line. But I've gotten some questions. Leadership, we've gotten some questions. And so I put together some FAQs. I just want to run them through with you, talk about this, and hopefully this will be helpful for you. So let's just jump into the first question. First question was, tell us about the campaign going back 30 months ago. Well, so for those of you who are new to Mountain View, 30 months ago, right in that room, right there in the worship center, we turned that into like a restaurant. We had tables and chairs, we had meals, we had beverages, we had dinner, we had dessert. I gave a vision talk, we had a presentation, small groups met, and we talked about the vision that we had to multiply the gospel. It was really about three things. First, we wanted to reach more people over there, that is internationally. We wanted to minister to the poorest of the poor in Angola and build and fund and develop the Mountain View Dream Center. And then we wanted to reach an unengaged, unreached people group somewhere in the world, turned out to be Turkey. Second, we wanted to plant a campus in Ballinger and get that going and minister and reach a group of people that we felt here at our present location, we couldn't reach as many unchurched people in that part of Frederick and Ballinger. And third, we want to get some improvements in our facility, but mainly we wanted to pay off this facility in full. We wanted to tear up the banknote, and that would be so important because it could free us up to do more in outreach and missions down the road. So that's what it was all about 30 months ago, and people gave pledges for 30 months. But now we are in our 30th month. We're on the brink of wrapping up the campaign, and people have asked us then, so why are you extending the campaign by 6 months? And that's a really good question. I think it's because as we thought that at this time of year, probably October, November, we'd be wrapping up the campaign and ending it no later in December. We had some people come to us and say, you know what, Guy, because of COVID, which impacted my business or impacted my job, I can't complete my pledge in time. Would you consider extending the campaign by a few months? So we met as leadership, we decided to extend it into April by 6 months to make it a full 36-month campaign, which is the same length of time as our previous two campaigns in 2006 and 2012. So third question, what is 680 and 6? And why is that important? 680 and 6. Well, what that is, that's $680,000 in 6 months. And so our numerical goal of $3.3 million, which will enable us to do all that we want to do, including paying off the facility in full, what we need is another $680,000 to get to that number. And so that way, over the next 6 months, if people can give that amount, we can finish up all of our commitments and do something really historic like paying off this facility. So, fourth, now what if somebody already made a pledge a year or two ago? Well, first, if that's you, if you made a pledge 30 months ago, if you made a pledge 2 years ago or a year ago, I want to thank you for doing that. We really appreciate that. But if that's you, that means you're probably in one of two camps. First, you've already completed your pledge in full, or second, maybe you're a little behind or haven't been able to complete your pledge yet. Either way, we're asking you or anyone else who's never been part of this campaign to write out a new 6-month pledge card. And here we got our fancy 6-month pledge cards. We're asking people to write down what they intend to give over the next 6 months. And this might mean, for some people, giving more than the original pledge. It might mean completing and catching up on their pledge, or it might be that you become a brand new first-time participant in this campaign. Okay, Pastor Guy, how does someone go about making this pledge? Well, that's where comes in our principle. This is a faith raiser more than even a fundraiser. We want this card to be a spiritual experience for you. And so what I mean by this is that, put this card aside for now. We want you to just pray about this. If you're married, we want you, as husbands and wives, we want you to sit down as couples and pray and say, God, are you leading us to participate in this 6-month pledge? And if so, what would he have us to give? And it might even mean making a sacrifice, something you can do without. It might mean, maybe we don't need to get that new car this year, maybe next year. Or maybe we don't need to remodel the kitchen this fall, but next summer. Or maybe we can just do without that new smart TV. Pray about it, and then once God leads you, write that number on this card, and then you have a tear-off piece here, and turn in this card on October 24th, Sunday, October 24th. If you forget to use a hard copy card, if you're watching online at home, fill out an electronic pledge card and mail that in. Well, send that in. You don't mail in electronic cards, I guess. Send that in on October 24th. Okay. 6. How then do people actually give to their pledge? Okay, so Monday morning, November 1st, we'll kick off the 6-month season of giving. So you can give by giving online. You can mail in a check to the church office, or you can give in person at Urbana or Ballinger by using these Multiplying the Gospel Stewardship envelopes. This is how I give. I just like using it. You can give this way. You don't have to wait until April 2022. If you feel like, hey, I want to give I'm going to give in 2021 and make that all tax deductible for this year, then just do that. You can give it all on November 1st if you want, or you can spread it out over 6 months or however many weeks it's going to be. So that's how, just to give. All right. When will we find out how much the church has pledged? Well, we plan to announce that Sunday morning, November 7th, both at Urbana and Ballinger. And so we'll tell you exactly, that's why we want people to commit to finish, not to finish, but to make their pledge no later than October 31st. So a reminder, we're encouraging you to turn the cards on the 24th, yet you do have, hey, we're nice people. You have till the 31st to turn it in. Okay, 8th, just to clarify, this giving to the campaign, is it over and above what we might normally give to the church? And the answer is yes, it is. It just has to be that way. We can't afford to meet our general fund budget if a third of the people divert their giving from that to the stewardship campaign. So we're asking you to make a pledge that be over and above what you normally give. We know that's a sacrifice. I think that's why in the Old Testament, the term used, the phrase is tithes and offerings. I know for Lori and I, we view our giving to the church on a regular basis as like our tithe. Then anything else over and above to a campaign, to support a missionary, is our offerings. And so I'd encourage you to view this as an offering. And remember, our stewardship principle, equal sacrifice, unequal gifts. Okay, lastly, 2 what-if scenarios. What if we don't hit the miracle goal of 680 and 6? Well, if we don't, we'll just be thankful for what God provides. God will provide what He provides. Maybe what people are asking is, will we have another push? And the answer is no. We're not going to come to May 1st and say we missed it by $230,000. Let's fill out new pledge cards. No, this is April 30th, 2022 will end the stewardship campaign of Multiplying the Gospel. If we don't hit that number, we'll make adjustments as needed. I'm hoping that even if we don't hit that number, we can get enough to fulfill all of our missions and outreach commitments and assist the campus as much as possible, even if we can't pay off the building in full. What if we hit the miracle number? Or what if we exceed the number? What if we get $750,000 or $800,000 or $900,000? Who knows? Well, that would be amazing, and that just means when I announce the total November 7th, I'm probably going to cry. You probably know that's coming. If we have any extra, we'll divide that, pretty much equally among the campus and missions and outreach and other facility improvements. But, we'll just see what God does. God's a big God, big God. So I want to just close. I just want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for prayerfully considering participating in this 6-month pledge. I want to thank you for calling Mountain View your home church. And we couldn't do what we do without you. So thank you for your prayers, your love, your giving. Thank you for just being with us. It's going to be exciting to see what God does. Let's pray about this. Let's make this a spiritual adventure for us as a church, as individuals. So thank you again. God bless you. Take care.